player receives an update from his representative.
MLB Network comes at you from the Space City on a Wednesday night. So stepping in, Victor Kang, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Walker removed to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours in the plane with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Now a flare out to left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now at the plate, Billy Copley comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Kang, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, see you driving right back to the pitcher, huh, now?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip. Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Upshaw moving forward, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Into the box, Billy Copley, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Billy Copley. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upshaw is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Striding in for Houston, Jed Jerko. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Kang leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Soft liner toward short. In there, a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners 1. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Nelson, come on, Nelson. Hey, nobody out now.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Swing and a miss.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seager stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer.
Hey, we got one here.
The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the...
Now at the plate, Victor Kang. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
5th inning, 2-1 our score.
See it, drive it like you can. Come on.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Upshaw is there. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3. Now the Astros designated hitter, Victor Kang.
Right here,
2
baby.
hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's
Here comes
go,
the
kid.
first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Upshaw moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So it's 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Houston came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Anthony Swarzak gets the win. Thursday night baseball on the show from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the 2nd of 4 between the Seattle Mariners and the into the box now. Victor Kang, couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Let's stay back.
First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Oh, how about Cano? It's there, and he's out. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought. Digging in now, Leonis Martin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One down, one down.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Kyle Seager, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, two
The
here.
1-2. Oh, he can't hang on. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2, and he'll reach first safely.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far.
Striding in once again, Victor Kang, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Digging in, Victor Kang, and their runners at the corners now.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And he's in safely at third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
Here's George Springer.
Right fielder, number 4, George Springer. Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
So coming to the plate, Victor Kang, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Fastball in there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Seager in foul ground. High in the air out to center field. Washington is after it, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Victor Kang. His line so far, 2 for 4, but the hits are a home run and a triple. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Martin is under it. 1 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Brian Botts, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that is off the first base bag. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. In now, Victor Kang. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here. Hey, we need you right here. Here you go now.
Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Hey, drive him in.
Possible
right
winning
here.
run stands at first with 2 out here.
Better up there. Here you go.
Hey, your turn right here. Drive him in.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul
Hey, come
ball.
on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And he misses 2-1.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you right now.
Here we go. Make something happen.
Hey, right
Now
guy.
the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
So a full count now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You go. Need you right here.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 11 innings in the books now, and we are tied 7-7. Digging in once again, Brad Brown. He flew out in his last at-bat. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding in,
Hey, we got
Barton
one here.
Upshaw. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however.
On the ground. Let's go right here.
The 0-1. Ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
So striding forward now, Victor Kang. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1.
Stand up there, kid, huh?
The 2-1. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out. Stepping into the box, Brad Brown. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
2 down now.
Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for one. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8-ball here, as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. The M's lead it 8-7. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. Houston get their 20th home win this year. Arodys Vizcaíno claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. First open of the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Colin McHugh is on the mound for Houston in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. Every once in a while, he could throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Kang. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Seager in foul ground. And this will land foul. Here now the 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on.
Digging in, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Come on, one time right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. And he is in there.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
The 3-2 pitch, and he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Stepping in, Christian Colon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Striding forward now is the DH, Cesar Hernandez. He popped out in his first trip. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
3-0 now.
Hey, drive it deep, big doc. Here we go.
Come on. Let it fly right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
He'll come to the plate with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news. Striding into the box, Romeo Davis, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Hey, come on, we got home right here.
The 0-1 sent toward first, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning, but not before they. At the plate, Victor Kang. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ready for another chance? Victor Kang starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Fuentes ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
At the plate, Jed Jerko. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Has a look. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Seager has it. And that's out number one. Standing in, Christian Colon. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
One time right now.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly by Lind. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So last chance here, and stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
Oh, big guy, get the pitch, huh? Hey, have a rip, like you can't.
This is on the ground over to first. Lind has it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
11-3 the final score in this contest. Seattle put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Felipe Padilla earns his first win of the season. Nate Carnes takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Inferences drawn from season statistics can sometimes illuminate potential areas of improvement.
Just off I-70 on the east side of town, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Robert Bowyer will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Now in the box, Victor Kang. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here. He's set. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. And D-Row, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Marisnik at second, Blanco at first with no outs. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's George Springer. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Drive it. Let's go right here.
Working to escape the first inning jam. Line drive to center field. Kane is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show.
Hey, let it fly.
Ready now, Victor Kang. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Miller looking up. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job.
Ready to take his hacks again, Victor Kang, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Victor Kang will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on.
Let her rip, let her rip. Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. High in the air and deep down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Fly up there, huh?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Cuthbert fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. At the plate, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Victor. Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Here comes the first pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us, big guy.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Let's go, kid. Here
Now
we
the
go.
2-0 is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. And this is going to find the gap as it heads for the waterfall and extra bases. Blanco is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
3 yards now. Come on, kid.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, and there are 2 down. So digging in now, Billy Copley, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Escobar will put this one away, and the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Astros 4 and the Royals 1.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Houston led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Gaylord Gilmore earns his 5th winner of the year. Robert Bowyer pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Ken Giles records the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals. It's Royals baseball coming up next. Ian Kennedy is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Stay high up there.
Got him.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And patrolling center field today, Lorenzo Cain, one of the better defensive outfielders in the game, the ability to cover a lot of ground and hit anywhere in the order from the top to right in the middle where all the damage is done.
Next up for the Stros, Victor Kang, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And the throw in gets away from him.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Stepping up now, Billy Copley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Popped up. On to first is Escobar, 1 away. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jed Jerko. He reached on a single in his first try. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Kane. He can't get there as it falls in. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 9-2 contest. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Kang. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Marisnik at third. Correa over at second. Springer at first. One gone. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Now, one time. Let her fly.
The 1-1 home. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Oh, here we go.
And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away.
Drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
Another full count offering on its way. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Victor Kang. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Fouled away. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Kansas City Royals put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Ian Kennedy notches his 3rd. From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the 3rd and Josh Boyer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's a real good two-seam fastball, and you'll know if it's good because he'll have good run and sinking action to his arm side. He'll throw it to all 4 quadrants of the plate, and he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
Return throw is in time. Leading off the inning, Victor Kang, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' road to the show. Next will be the designated hitter, Victor Kang. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Big dog, get your pitch. Come on, Royals.
Hit sharply on the ground. Gloved by Kendrick. And there's one away. Now batting, Victor Kang. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak has been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
1 ball, no strikes the count. 3 runs already home here. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Hey, your turn. Clutch up for it, babe.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in safely. 4 runs here in this half inning. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back.
Clutch up for us. Right guy, right place.
Ready with the 0-1. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Miller has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. He's running. In there, now the throw. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Hey, keep it going right here. Keep it going.
Bounce to first. Backhanded. And he'll get in there safely. Throw to the plate. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can